Mm. Good morning, everybody. Just enjoying some rice cereal. It's this brand here, 1 Degree Organic Foods, veganic spreaded brown rice crisp. Very nice, especially if you're in a rush and you just need to have a quick breakfast. I sliced up a banana as well, put it in there, used rice milk, and yeah, it's amazing. This just keeps you going till lunchtime. So, Constance Lovejoy left a comment. Grassroots vegan, you are critical of everyone who's a raw foodist. When was the last time you made a positive video about raw foodists? What have they done to you? Or are you just using them so that you can be popular making counter videos like Durian Rider? I think so. Well, that's a good question. And I've actually had to stop and ask myself the same thing, because the reality is when I do these counter videos and I name out popular YouTubers within the raw food movement, like Doug Graham, Dan the Life Regenerator Man, and whoever, these videos tend to get more views than my other videos. Quite a few bit, the viewership is a lot higher. And so, yeah, I'm not a popular YouTuber. I'm at the bottom as far as I'm concerned in terms of popularity, and even within the vegan movement, I'm not popular. And would I like to be popular? Of course I would. I would love everybody to watch my videos. I think I have something of value to offer with the experience I've had with the raw food movement, with low-fat veganism, and the benefits that it has contributed to my life, and also the problems that I've come up with what I've tried. But I know long term that doing just counter videos and piggybacking on the success of other YouTubers out there, that's short-term thinking. And it's not going to do me any good in the long term. And it's not the direction that I really want to go. But admittedly, there is that temptation, because when you I want to be more popular. That's just, who doesn't, right? But here's the deal. It's almost like a double standard here too, because let's get real. Raw foodists that are on YouTube, a lot of the leaders are constantly criticizing the McDougall diet. Now, they may not mention the name, or they criticize raw tofu or any form of cooking. They kind of just put it all together and included with the standard American diet, that it doesn't matter what kind of cooked food you're eating or how you cook your food, it's all death. And they say, well, but we understand where you are at. You may not be at our level yet. So no judgment here. If you want to eat death, that's okay for now, but you got to try to get to the higher level. Come on. Isn't that being judgmental? Isn't that being critical and closed-minded? Of course it is. So why can they do this and speak out against what they don't agree with, but people on the other side can't do it? That when we do it, it's considered being critical, judgmental, just wanting to do videos to gain popularity. Anyhow, what is Grassroots Vegan really about? What I'm really passionate about here is promoting health and fitness in a balanced manner. And I honestly believe that the way that this is done is through, in terms of diet, it's eating a nice combination of fruits, vegetables, and starches. Yes, starches. And also overt fats like nuts and seeds and avocados, but in a very small proportion. I believe in the low-fat vegan diet and lifestyle. because it has worked for me and I've enjoyed the benefits. Now, I also understand that we're all individuals, and how we determine what is the best approach to the low-fat vegan lifestyle is an individual matter, because we all come to this lifestyle with maybe different health issues, different circumstances. And like, for example, I mean, in the John McDougall, he recommends in the starch solution eating 70% starch, 20% vegetables, and 10% fat. Well, for me personally, I love eating fruit. So that 70% starch and 10% fruit is just not going to work for me. I need more fruit. Because I love fruit. I mean, yesterday, all day long, that's all I ate was fruit. I ate nothing but raw, fresh fruits, because that's what I felt like eating. And if I was to have to feel like I got to follow the McDougall guideline, then I wouldn't have allowed myself for that. And I think this is where you really got to think for yourself. Be an individual thinker. Think critically. These dietary systems, I think if there's one thing that we all have in common, the raw foodists and those who are following the McDougall diet or raw till 4, I mean, we're all vegans. We all believe that we got to reduce the amount of fat that we're eating that's in our food. And we all agree that the standard American diet really sucks and it's making people sick. So there is a common standard right there. Now, if you really have gained an interest, you've started reading about, maybe you read the 80-10-10 book by Dr. Douglas Graham, and you would really like to explore the fruitarian lifestyle, do it. I encourage you to do it. And if it works for you, wonderful. I mean, that's great. But just don't close your mind off. Don't get fixed into a dietary system where there's no flexibility. Look at these recommendations by Doug Graham, by John McDougall, and whoever, Harley and Freely recommending raw till 4. Look at these as templates. Just like when you're building a website and you don't have a good understanding of HTML, so you use the templates that a particular internet service offers to build your own, to customize your own website. And that's what these dietary systems should be viewed as templates, so that you say, okay, I really do want to include starch in my diet. I find it's far more practical for me, but do I have to do 70%? No, not necessarily. Maybe you only want to do 50%. Maybe you only want to do 10%. Again, these things are negotiable. And it's the same thing with the 80-10-10 fruitarian style. Be open to negotiate what is most suitable for your health, where you're coming from, and the environment that you live in. All these things matter. I mean, location matters. How much time you have to devote to this lifestyle matters. Your social context matters. And financial matters as well. Can you afford? I mean, if you're using your credit card to buy fruit with, that's not a healthy lifestyle. So there's a lot of things to consider. It's not just about what you're putting inside of you. It's the whole package. So what do I encourage here in Grassroots Vegan? Don't be afraid of being critical. Don't be afraid of making judgments. You must do that. This is for you as an individual. Think like an individual. Be independent. Be an independent thinker. And lastly, listen to your body. Oh man, that is so important. Our gut has its own neurotransmitters that's separate from what's going on in the head. And this has been proven scientifically. It receives an enormous amount of information at lightning speed before it's even registered up here. It saves us from so many dangers. So get in tune with that. Listen to the body. If the body is telling you that what you're doing isn't working, that there's a problem here, don't let a dietary system cause you to override the warning signals that the body's giving you. Listen to them and then try to work out a solution. Anyways, that's all I've got to say about that for now, and I'm going to finish up my breakfast here. Take care.